Okay, this tutorial's on a topic that I always find disgusting and very difficult to teach. This is the My Lai Massacre, and we're going to look at what happened and what happened afterwards, the consequences, and how the media explained and discussed these issues. So, search and destroy mission, Charlie Company, led by this man, Lieutenant Calley, went into a village that was populated with about 800 people. The men, and the men of military service age, the young men, were all in the fields working. There was mostly only women and children there. Over the next few hours, his men proceeded to rape and kill women and children mostly. I mean, these are very horrible image showing that. They then burnt down the village. So this was a search and destroy mission. This was covered up afterwards because the massacre only stopped when a helicopter pilot named Thompson landed and threatened to open fire on Calley and his men if they continued to kill women and children. And he started to save the women and children who were running towards him. So that stopped the massacre, but at that point 400 were dead. Afterwards, Thompson reported it to his superiors, and it fell on deaf ears. He also found that because he'd reported, he was seen as some kind of grass, and he was sent out on deadly missions over and over again, almost like they were trying to have him silenced by him being killed in action. Anyway, people came home from Vietnam, the veterans, and photographs had been taken. They were leaked to the media. This caused a scandal, because how could America be saying they were defending the South Vietnamese when they've raped and killed women and children? Lieutenant Calley was arrested and put on trial for murder. He was then acquitted of murder and sentenced in a military court and released after house arrest of a few months. So he was not punished, not the way ordinary people would be punished for committing such a horrendous act if this has happened in a town in America. His name was everywhere in the media, and he was seen by some as a cold-blooded murderer, but some people in the country were saying that he was doing his duty and that it was wrong to attack servicemen who had been serving in Vietnam. So the media was split. Some people were saying that this is what happens in war, but some people, including Time magazine and Newsweek, big publications, were saying that he was a war criminal and he should be sentenced to life imprisonment. But Calley was, in a way, not punished accordingly. House arrest and then later released quietly. And he's still alive today. He's an old man, but he hasn't been punished how you would expect someone to punish if they'd raped and killed women and children, or been in charge of men who'd raped and killed women and children. So a horrible chapter in Vietnam, and a result of the search and destroy tactics, and the media played it all out. This utterly shocked Americans. These images were on their TV screen on the night. They were unavoidable, and they were shocking, and it broke American morale and support for the war.